So we are back with the saga, with the epic that just will not leave Donald Trump alone, and that's Jeffrey Epstein. And of course, that's because he was involved with Jeffrey Epstein for years, and he's doing everything he can to not release these files. And, as we've been talking about, the whole country is aware of Donald Trump's going to do everything he can so that these files are never ever released, despite the fact that we all know what kind of person Donald Trump is. And you probably have seen, we're going to go over it, the new email leaks and everything like that, that further connect Donald Trump to Jeffrey Epstein. But, really the crux of this video is, I think it's painfully obvious that Donald Trump is going to commute the sentence of Ghislaine Maxwell. Because first and foremost, why would he not? This dude has been pardoning and commuting the sentences of just straight up criminals because they've bribed him enough to do so. I mean, what reason is there to commute the sentence of George Santos? Why? I mean, like, he doesn't even have anything to offer Donald Trump other than people are bribing him and giving him money for it. There's really no reason, or maybe because George Santos kissed his ass sufficiently at some point is usually something along those lines. But, Ghislaine has a whole lot of dirt on Donald Trump. And, this clip right here, and I'm sure you all have seen it, but the easiest thing in the world for Trump to do in a situation like this is say, no, I'm not considering pardoning Ghislaine Maxwell or commuting her sentence at all. Next question. Why would you even ask me something like that? But again, he's trying to save himself, so he can't just say no.
The Supreme Court is back and they rejected today an appeal by Ghislaine Maxwell to overturn her conviction. That means her only chance of getting out of prison is a pardon from you. Is that something you're
Who are we talking about?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
I haven't heard the name in so long. I can say this, that I'd have to take a look at it. I would have to take a look. Did they reject that?
Again, as if he doesn't know exactly who she is, as if he doesn't know exactly why she is in prison. Of course he knows. I don't know. I'd have to take a look at it. Yeah, and playing stupid. I mean, people in these types of positions often do this, but like how are you so all powerful? How are you such a magnificent deal maker who can do no wrong, who always makes the right decisions? But then, I don't know. When it comes to you have more information than everybody. You have information before everybody does. You know who Ghislaine Maxwell is. But it's just always funny when people in the like CEO positions like, sir, your bank stole $3 billion from your customers. Oh, I have no idea how that happened. I'm only the whole fucking head of the operation. Same old shit. But this dude here just can't say no because he's going to commute her sentence.
Wanted to appeal her conviction.
And what happened?
They said that they were not going to hear her appeal.
I see. Well, I'll take a look at it. I will speak to the DOJ. I wouldn't consider it or not consider. I don't know anything about it. So, but I will speak to the DOJ.
Why would she be a candidate for clemency, sir?
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to speak to the DOJ. I'll look at it. I have a lot of people have asked me for pardons. I call him Puff Daddy has asked me for a pardon.
But she was convicted of child sex trafficking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to take a look at it. I'd have to ask DOJ. I didn't know they rejected it. I didn't know she was even asking for it, frankly.
Again, like Ghislaine Maxwell has a ton of dirt on him. And she was recently, well, I'm about to pull this up now. She, like, I think it was like a few months ago, she was like, oh, I've never seen Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein together. And not only does she have every reason to lie, but she's already been found guilty of perjury. So her statements are completely irrelevant. I mean, we're dealing with Trump's DOJ, but at the end of the day, like you're a proven liar in court and everyone knows who you are and what you do. So, here's some of the emails right here is again, this is from, what's the dude's name? Michael Wolff. He released these, and this is Jeffrey Epstein here saying, I want you to realize that that dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Victim spent hours at my house. He didn't put victim, but they put that in parentheses. So-and-so spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned. So again, that's just him right there talking about some young girl he was with. And then recently, Ghislaine Maxwell, she told the Deputy Attorney General Tom Blanche, quote, "I don't think they were close friends, or I certainly never witnessed the president in any of, well, I don't recall ever seeing him in Epstein's house, for instance," which again, no one believes this. No one believes this. And then you got, them talking about more people being at Mar-a-Lago. But, again, like Donald Trump is the most corrupt president that this country has ever had. I don't really know of a close second. His administration is filled with more billionaires than it was in the first one. The head of education in this country is in that seat because she donated $20 million to Trump. Elon Musk put up $300 million for Donald Trump's campaign, went into government and ended all the federal investigations into himself, and illegally defunded a whole bunch of programs and illegally fired thousands of people. So this is what's going on. Then you got, like literal TV show hosts. Pete Hegseth is the head of the military. You got Dr. Oz, you got JFK, and then just a bunch of billionaire hedge fund owners and hedge fund managers who are in the positions of like Treasury Secretary and Secretary of Commerce and things like that. And the only reason that Trump ran for president this second time is to stay out of prison. And he, successfully escaped that this go round. But the pressure's building up. And the Epstein stuff really won't go away. And like I said, if this dude is willing to pardon George Santos, then of course he's going to pardon Ghislaine Maxwell. When he does this, no one should be surprised. Like, seriously, don't be surprised when he does do this, because he's going to do it. He's going to do it. And he doesn't have any good excuse for it. Everybody knows what's up. We know his history. We know him and Jeffrey Epstein were friends for a very long time. But yes, Donald Trump is ruining everything, and Jeffrey Epstein from the grave just will not leave this man alone.
Hey now, thank you so much for tuning in here at Politics and Paper. If you like what I do and you support my work, go ahead and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it, and it really helps to support what we do here.